Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Let me know. Make sure you guys hear me. I did cleaning and arranging, and everything's out of sorts. So the camera's a little weird. Everything's a little weird over here. The walls are clean. Shout out to the walls. But everything's a little weird. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Can you? Shout out to everybody. We are here. We are live. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hold up. Now I'm getting trying to see if I can get some clarification. I think I can. All right. Hey, everybody. I see. Sorry, I'm like messaging everybody. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. I want to shout somebody out, but I don't know because Amazon didn't tell me who did this. But hey, Saul, how are you? Hey, everybody. Everybody hit that like button. I received the eyeliner. This is the eyeliner that I use. Those that were wondering, this is what it looks like. Yay, yay. The roller liner benefit. Okay. And I was actually out. So I'm like, let me see if I put an eyeliner in there. So thank you so much, those that bought. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It doesn't say who purchased the eyeliner. It really doesn't. So that's why I'm a little lost, to thank the person. I went in there and I was like, I can't tell. So if you did, thank you for the eyeliner. Shout out to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey everybody. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm letting the people get in here. You send it, Sylvia. Thank you, Sylvia. Sylvia, thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, you can never the eyeliner, the energy drinks. You guys, that's I can quit today. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So refill on the eyeliner. This is a true matte eyeliner for those that are wondering. The benefit one, and it is. I think it's a what? What is it? A 1 point. It's black. 1 point. I forgot the number. So it's a roller liner, glides on precise. It really does. Fine liner and quick dry to deep matte. So it does last all day. The only thing I would say is, of course, if you make sure you don't get any water because it does remove with that. But you know what I mean? I'm going to say that. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, you said it was me, not Sylvia, says Pokemon. Well, you could fight with Sylvia in the chat. Sylvia says she said it. Hey, Oneida, how's everybody doing? You guys, we have so much to review. Did somebody wake up Wim? I think Wim is awake. Wake up, Wim. Shout out to my mods in the chat. Welcome. Hey, Iron Rabbit. Everybody. Hey, Pika. Pika's like, I'm awake. Pika's on time. Shout out to Pika. Everybody, everybody. Oh, you just kidding? All right, Poke. Because listen, Sylvia's in the chat. And I mean, she sent me like 8 things of tissue paper too. So we got it. By the way, I got one in here. I might have to use it in a little bit because I'm still blowing my nose, but I'm doing so much better and my nose doesn't hurt anymore. Thank you. Jill just gifted. Lord have mercy. Jill just gifted 1 membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Jill, you are amazing. Thank you. All right, Wim is awake. Shout out to everybody. Tina's in the house. How's everybody doing? ADAS. Um Look at excuse me. Oneda says, "How embarrassing! I came in and I didn't even hit the like button. I just can't." You love the setup. It's a little bit more kind of more camera. Um, like I said, I was, but I'm too far away from the wall, so I need to push this back a little bit more. So I'm still kind of testing things and everything, but it is what it is. Welcome everybody. I'm giving the people some time to get in here. Hey Belen, how are you? I see everybody coming through. Tina's in the house. Richie's in the house. Who else? Oh my God, Glow. Hey, shout out to you. Thank you so much for your Amazon. I got it. Thank you so much. And shout out to Jill again, and Sylvia, and Didi, and Belen, everybody, everybody. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm having to hide some of the stuff because the holidays is coming about, and she's digging in there, and she wants to know what's hers. And she said, I got in trouble with Halloween because she wanted to go trick or treating the following day. So she liked Halloween so much, she wanted to do it all over again. So we had to like reenact it. She wanted to grab the little bucket basket thing, and so we had to do the candy thing. It is what it is. Yes, come through. That's the best quote. Come through, come through. All right. So I think I could play it. I don't think there'd be an issue, but Pika, can you do me a favor and drop Danny Robertson's channel in the chat? as well. Cheeks, somebody, thank you guys so much. Let me tell you what's going on. I told you guys that I was looking for like new music and stuff like that, right? So my friend Danny Robertson on YouTube, she actually made a song for me for our channel, and I love it so much. I love it so much. You have to listen to the words. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it now, and then I'm gonna play it individually. Okay. I think you guys are gonna like it. I really, really think you guys are gonna really feel it. Um, I don't know. I loved it. I fell in love with it when I heard it. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Let me see. Share. Do. Let's see. Is it Windows? Ooh, I wonder if it's gonna play. Hopefully it plays the sound. Da da. Okay. See, I just messed up all my arrangements here. Okay, let's see if it'll play. If not, I can also go through Google. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure this out right now while I got everything going here. Maybe I'll do Google because it might play better. See if I got my drive. Is this it? Okay. All right. Let me see if can you all hear this? Let me know if you hear it. Y'all hear it? Let me know. Y'all not saying anything. You don't hear it. You don't hear it. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I knew it wasn't going to play with sound. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. You see it, but you don't hear it. Well, that just defeats the purpose of it, okay? I have another idea. See if I can pull it this way. One second, y'all. I think you guys are going to like it. You have to listen to what it says. Okay. I think I got it now. No, not there. Okay. Here we go. I got it now. Ooh-wee. All right, here we go. I'm going to play it, all right?
Hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat. Hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. If you want the tea, come see me. Rabbit hole is the place to be for real news, not fake news. Celebrity news, breaking news around the clock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock. Hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat. Hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. True crime is my specialty. Exposed in the industry. Unsolved mysteries. Sticking to reality. Fair use commentary. Talking about cults. Trying to get results. Exploring cults. Exploring. Researching. Debunking. Investigating. Being nosy. Super nosy. Being messy. Being shady. Rabbit hole news. That's me. The chick with ADHD. Unmedicated. But quite educated. Hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat. Hit that like. Hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Hit that like. Let's go. Let's start the show.
Woo-wee. Did you guys catch that part where she said, oh my God, ADHD, unmedicated with ADHD, but educated. Oh my, I felt that on my soul. She did it. She did it. I loved it. I loved it. So I gotta, man, I'm gonna figure out the graphics of it. But shout out to Danny Robertson, you guys. Make sure you check out her channel. She's amazing. Another person who's very research based. Very much recommend that you guys watch her. Yes, did y'all hear that part? And that was the best part that I was like, when I was asked, what are some of the things that you say on your channel a lot? And I said, well, let me ask everybody on Discord. And some of you guys mentioned the whole ADHD. And I said, I don't know how you mix that in a song, but okay, let's figure that out. Yeah, she figured it out. She figured that out, didn't she? She's amazing. Okay. We got so many things to get into. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Avengers, of course. Shout out to Danny Robertson again. Thank you, Pika, for dropping that channel. It's a bop, isn't it? It's a bop. I love it. I love it. So I got to figure out the graphics. I got to figure out how to put everything in there. And yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. You guys ready? Can we get ready? We got some stuff to talk about, especially with Diddy. Apparently, Agnifilo. Yo, I thought it was going to take me forever to pronounce this name, but I figured it out. Agnifilo has decided to respond, I guess, to some of the allegations made by the attorneys from the district attorney's office, right? About him, the whole smuggling, intimidating witnesses, and all this other stuff. So shout out to Megan Cuniff, because on her IG, she actually put the response. Now, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Hold up. Lord have mercy. I can do this. We can control the screens. Okay. Shout out to everybody. Here we go. Make this bigger. So this is from the desk of Agnifilo. So here it is. Defense counsel has recently learned that the prosecutors are in possession of attorney-client privilege material, including the defendant's own written notes. This search and seizures are a violation of Mr. Combs' Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendment rights. Moreover, the targeted seizure of a pretrial detainee work product and privilege material created in preparation for trial is outrageous government conduct mounting to a substantive due process violation, because the prosecutors are currently in possession of privileged material and are actively using this material to detain the defendant. Oh, Lord. My computer screen turned off. Oh, no. Why? What happened? Hold up. See, I was reading. Give me one sec, y'all. The computer screen turned off. Doo-doo-doo. Where'd you go? So, Agnifilo is like, see, and I can't even, what happened? Apparently, I have to plug everything in here. It's already on. Okay, we'll figure that out later on. I don't have time. Diddy did it. Well, Diddy's attorneys are saying, like, we are here to defend Diddy. That's what we gonna do. We are defending Diddy, which, I mean, it's in their right? It's in their right to defend Diddy, and they're doing what they have to do. Okay, like, literally, okay, it's not gonna turn on. Let's go here. Sorry, y'all, my computer screen went blank. I think maybe it's the connection. I'm going to have to, I told you I've been rewiring and doing different things to set everything up. Okay, here we go. So let me share this, because now I could see it. I couldn't see it before. So he is saying that it is outrageous. Here it is. So they're violating his amendments. It's outrageous government misconduct mounting to a substantive due process violation, because the prosecutors are currently in possession of privileged material and are actively using this material to detain the defendant. The defense requests an immediate evidentiary hearing. This is an emergent matter because the government has Mr. Combs' privileged notes to his lawyers concerning defense witnesses and defense strategies. The government's opposition to defendant's bail motion states that the trial prosecutors are currently in possession of possibly privileged material, such as notes recovered from defendant's cell, In fact, the government is in possession of written material that is absolutely privileged. This is a matter of grave concern that most respectfully must be addressed immediately for the following reason. First, there is no dispute that the government is in possession of this privileged material. Second, using receiving the government submissions Friday, November 15th, the defense had never been told that Mr. Combs' notes were taken from his cell, that these notes were given to the U.S. Attorney's office, and that these notes were then given to the trial prosecutor in this case, who then used the material in a filing to keep Mr. Combs detained. We request an immediate hearing at which the government shall provide answers to the following. First, who submitted a search of Mr. Combs' sleeping area, personal effects, and paperwork? Second, who determined what paperwork to take? And third, who decided to give this paperwork to the United States Attorney's Office? Fourth, who decided to give this paperwork to the trial prosecutors? Fifth, who made the decision not to tell Mr. Combs' counsel that the U.S. government was in possession of his notes, including possible privilege material, until after the government put them in a filing to keep him incarcerated? Six, exactly what material was taken? Because the U.S. attorney and it seems that the trial prosecutors are currently in possession of privileged material, we request a full evidentiary hearing as soon as the court can accommodate us. Oh my God. Hold up now. I got to blow my nose. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh my God. So, wait a minute. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. I had to blow my nose. Okay. I hope the government didn't do that. Well, do you guys remember the filing from the government that basically said, "Hey, listen, he's over here um contacting witnesses. He's over here doing the most." That was the note that BJ read, right? That was the last filing. So is Agnifilo saying that what the government did is basically like violate Diddy's rights through this whole situation? I mean, but he's in their custody, so I guess they can go through his cell, but not take his stuff. You think this is an attempt to cause a mistrial? Says Cheeks. Well, and it's interesting you say that because even Andy, I was watching a little bit of his video. He reported on the fact that this could very well be an attempt to like muddy the waters, anything that they can do to defend their client, which makes sense. I mean, that's what you do. You got to defend your client, and you have to do what you have to do. But damn, like, what are they trying to say here? You said sounds like the government is doing the most. Well, Gemini, is the government doing the most? Like, if they find out, first of all, if they find out that Diddy is sneaking phone calls, or what was there were so many allegations that were made through this whole situation with the filing, right? To deny him bail. That he was sneaking in phone calls. You have the whole Kalina Harper being paid off, contacting witnesses, using his children and his IG to basically sway the jury pool, whatever it may be. I don't know. To do different things to kind of sway things a little bit different. You said, thank you. You said, unless it was a letter to his attorney, it's not privilege. So if there are notes that Diddy's writing about the trial and trying to keep up, none of that is privilege unless it's to the attorney. I don't know. Don't they toss, sell, and retrieve contraband at all the nails? I don't know. Kelly Mack. At all the jails, you mean? Once you go to jail, you lose privileges. It's not a five-star hotel. I've had a feeling that it was going the way of a mistrial. Ariel, now the government is allegedly stealing his belongings, says C. Miller. Thank you, thank you. See, Jen says, look, BJ said that they used a filter team to go through the material before prosecutor gets it. What does that, Jen, do you remember what is a filter team? Because it sounded like it was, if I remember correctly, from like the 190 based on what BJ was reading. I mean, and it was a lot of different things that they were alleging there. But I mean, I don't know. Should victims get I see this being kind of like a double-edged sword where people are being proactive. Is Diddy being targeted in jail? Possibly because he's Diddy, right? But I also feel like a lot of people are not safe. Like it's safe to feel that people are not safe, right? It's weird. Okay, you said, okay, it was a short recording. Okay, we have this recording calls above all, right? They said that they have recorded calls, that they were violating the, what is it, the BPC, the Prison System Bureau recorded calls. So he was like getting in there and they were doing like three-way calls or something like that. And they were kind of communicating with victims that way or like people. And then his son is like running the IG page. It's really a lot. You said when you're incarcerated, your cell is subjected to searches. If you want to keep the information privileged, it must be held by the lawyer. So if he's preparing for a trial and he's got notes, okay? I mean, he's allowed to write notes, but like it's not safe in prison. You know what I mean? It just isn't. You said it's a very there is very little privacy in jail unless it's attorney client communication. That shit is fair game. So keep your mouth shut. I just never knew that there was any privacy in jail. Like I thought privacy was like a luxury there. Even if you wanted it to be private, like you don't get that privilege whatsoever. Whatsoever. They need to tell their clients to stop harassing the witnesses, says Elizabeth. I agree. There needs to be something. You think Diddy's crying over stupidity? Okay, wait. Shout out to Jen. Jen says the filter team goes through the material cease in his cell, so no privileged information is given to the prosecution. So how is it that Agnifilo is alleging this? Okay, and he has a footnote on this document. It says, to the extent that a team provided a tainted team provided a client privilege material to the trial team without so much as notifying the defense counsel that it was in possession of Mr. Combs' notes and work product, the defense may, after the necessary fact finding, argue against the integrity of the team process in this case. This must be the filter team, Jen, that they're talking about. It's in the footnote. Indeed, if the U.S. attorney himself or supervisors in that office condone such a procedure, we reserve the right to request that the taint review process be taken from the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York and be conducted by an entity committing to uphold the defendant's constitutional rights. So they're saying that his constitutional rights have been violated. Megan writes here, lawyers for Shyne Diddy Combs say that notes seized from his jail cell and cited by prosecutors in their opposition to his bail motion are privileged notes to his lawyers concerning defense witnesses and defense strategies. And I mean, we read what those notes look like. I don't know what I mean. Are we looking at a mistrial at this point? If the judge says, yo, this guy's not going to get a fair trial, what are we doing? Did he get off? Tainted team. Thank you. So it's the tainted team. They spelled it TAINT. Without the ED, Cubana Chica. So it's like, I guess it's that filter team that Jen was talking about. That's what it seems like. You said, but it's really called a taint. That's what I was like. It's called a taint team. Okay. See, I can see where people are like tainted team, taint team. So apparently there's a team that filters to figure out what's privilege in jail and what isn't privilege. But at this point, it's looking like Diddy communication might have been a violation. I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know if I necessarily see it that way. I feel like there might be a little bit more. Maybe we're missing something. But what about, because they put a lot of shit out there. Like now we know that he's been trying to contact victims, that he's been doing the most, or at least, trying to sway. They're talking about algorithms in this damn, thing. I guess I'm confused. Okay, you said if he continues to break the laws while in jail, his property becomes evidence. Oh, yeah. Yes, thank you. Thank you. But thank you for saying this, Jen. Jen says, hold up. Let me see. I like your comment. You said, but his having, oh, come on, mouse. Here it is. But he's having his kids run his social media campaigns to taint the jury pool, right? Like, what's that all about? Taint Team T. I knew somebody was going to say something about tainted evidence. There you go. Thank you. Mm-hmm. That's what I am saying. That's what I am saying. Okay. A filter team was talked about in the Karen Reed case. That's where I first heard of it. You know, Kelly Mack, I have never heard of a filter team in jail. Have y'all ever, like, I've never heard of that. Let me see. Maybe we could find what is a filter team in jail. Taint teams, filter teams. Here it is. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. Shout out to google.com. So it says a filter team, also known as a privilege team or a taint team, is a group of federal agents and prosecutors who review information seized by the government to separate privileged material from non-privileged material. The purpose of the filter team is to ensure that only non-privileged material are passed on to the prosecution team. So is it possible that they're going through Diddy stuff? And I think like Diddy should expect for people to go through his shit. Like he should expect, I'm sorry, you guys, it's just, he should expect it. It's expected, right? He needs to be careful what he's doing. Like literally, he has a, whether he acknowledges it or not, he's got a target on his back because he's Diddy. People are watching every step. And the thing about him is that he has no regard for laws, for anything. So, yeah, I mean, I could see this happening where he might have had some notes about algorithms or he might have been caught through the phone calls or whatever. You anticipate. So here it says the filter team process, has been criticized for a number of reasons. Lack of authority. The filter team process has been criticized for lack of lawful authority. Delegation to non-lawyers. The filter team process has been criticized for delegating the process to non-lawyers. The Sixth Amendment right. The filter team process has been criticized for infringing on the Sixth Amendment right to counsel and bias. The defense bar has raised concerns about the potential bias issues as the filter team works for the government, even though they are separate from the prosecution team. I mean, clearly the filter team works for somebody. How the fuck are you no, it's bias. To me, this sounds very biased. You cannot like, in order for you to know what you're looking for while you're filtering through the information, you have to be biased. You have to know what information you're looking for. How would you be not biased? Like, if I'm looking in there, immediately my thought is, well, this isn't privilege based on the fact that you're doing X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I'm gonna send it out to the prosecution's office. You said no one is allowed to have a pen in jail? Really? C. Miller? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So then it says inconsistent determinations. The filter team process has been criticized for producing inaccurate and inconsistent determinations. Okay. Annie says just like with suitcase Sarah, I cannot understand keeping your notes and or documents in your cell could put you at risk. I mean, it sucks because you want to prepare for trial, you want to do different things, but you're just not safe. And then add the thing about being a celebrity, unless you start writing in freaking codes, I don't know how else you would be safe. Like, how else would you be safe? You know? The pen can be used as a weapon. Well, there it is. Yeah, like in my opinion, they would be biased to whomever they're paying. Yeah, like you would be biased, period, if you are a filter team. But apparently, this is what they do. Now, privileged teams are also known as taint teams, filter teams, and I guess privileged teams. But in other terms, will appear in quotes. Groups at the Department of Justice, the DOJ, made up of attorneys and investigators who review material seized by the government for legal privileges. Oh, wow. There's a lot. I didn't know about this. I didn't know that there was teams like this whatsoever at all. That's interesting. Okay. We're going to go back to Diddy here in a minute, but I want to talk about another situation that happened to at a We covered a little bit of this case. If you guys remember, the woman, 19-year-old woman who worked at a Walmart with her mom, and I don't her name, I cannot pronounce it, so I'm going to you guys forgive me for this, but apparently there's been a ruling of this, okay? And this is where we are. Police rule out possible foul play in the sudden death of teen Walmart employee found in store oven. Do you guys remember this one? This, I think it happened in Canada, and I think her name is, I want to say it's your Simrat Karu. I think that's how you guys say her name. So young girl, 19 years old. She was working at Walmart. You guys remember that? All right, everybody come through. I don't know. You work at a Walmart, and yeah, this is what we know so far. You can't imagine. Okay, so mom was, I guess, working at the same shift as she was. Let me give you guys, let's read this article and then we'll go in there. You think it's foul play? Well, apparently they ruled it. So shout out to the subby that messaged me and said, Rabbit, there's an update about this 19-year-old that died. Y'all remember? Callie Dime remembers. Okay, everybody remembers. Nova Scotia, Canada. Thank you, Layla. Shout out to my Canadians. Yeah, so a company spokesperson previously said that the Walmart was heartbroken over the death at the store, and again, young girl, 19 years old. This is just giving you guys some details of what happened. So nearly a month after the 19-year-old Walmart employee was found dead in a store walk-in oven in Halifax, Canada, authorities share an update about their investigation. The Halifax Police Department announced in a news release on Monday, which would be today, November 18th, that the investigators have determined the young woman's death is not suspicious and there is no evidence of foul play. The body of the teen Walmart worker, later identified as Gurush Simrad, was discovered on October 19th after police responded to a sudden death at the store of the Halifax Regional Police, said in October 21st news release. In another update shared a day later, police said that Gurushma was found in a large walk-in oven belonging to the store's bakery department. Investigators have met with the young woman's family to share this update and extend condolences, according to the police on Monday, who said, Our thoughts remain with them at this difficult time. Authorities added that the family asked the public to respect their privacy and dignity in memory of their loved one as they received the news. Police previously said that the investigation is complex and might take a significant amount of time. Well, I mean, they took them a month. It took them a month. I don't know. Like, maybe you remember this, Just a Tea, please? You said the evidence would be a closed door, wouldn't it? Unless they have that door closing by itself on cameras. I'm still shocked. Well, okay. Let's just say, shout out to Randall Gal. Let's just say this, okay? Let's say that and clearly somebody's at fault here, right? Now, I don't know. You said, can I all caps? Yes, Layla, for this, because I know people are like upset about this. Yes, this is what's been dropped today. I get it. Shout out to you guys. Let's say that there was a malfunction with this oven, okay? So there is some level of wrongdoing. That's a great question. Like, how does the oven turn when the door closes? Was the oven already on? I have a lot of questions about this. I do. And I saw a lot of TikTok videos that were like that there's no way. Like there's no way that she just turned on the oven and then went in there. It's a walk-in oven, David. It's a walk-in oven. So definitely there's some fault here. Now my thought immediately went to how that, like, maybe this is just like some foul play situation. Something must have happened here. It doesn't make sense that this young girl, like, who works at Walmart, you mean to tell, was there any training at Walmart that basically said, like, listen, is there an emergency button inside the oven for anybody that gets locked in? Because that's really what this issue is here. There's no emergency button out there. Nobody said anything about this. I have a lot of questions. And I don't know if I'd walk into a hot oven just saying, well, what would make her walk into the hot oven in the first place? What would make her go say, oh, yeah, I need to go in there and, like what's in the oven? You know what I mean? That's what I want to know. Hold up, y'all. Let me just text somebody who's messaging me. And how does nobody open the oven? How does nobody walk in there? How does nobody check in there? Yeah. So, anyways, let's keep reading this. So, this is what the police said. We urge the public to be mindful of sharing speculative information on social media. Well, that's too late. Everybody's going to share speculative information. Please be aware of the impact that speculation could have on family, colleagues, and loved ones of the woman, the department added. Okay. And then there's information about the family. The organization has established an online fundraiser for the family. According to the GoFundMe, the family and her mother have worked at the Walmart location for 2 years. And I believe, don't quote me on this, okay? But it says right here, I'm going to read this article. On the evening of October 19th, her mother allegedly tried to find her daughter after not seeing her for about an hour. The fundraiser's organizers wrote, she grew worried when her daughter's phone was unreachable. Okay. And allegedly, it was the mother eventually discovered her daughter inside the oven. So I think that they were both working together and mom finds her in the oven. And then it was said that it was locked inside with the power still on, according to the audio of emergency officials responding to the tragedy that was published by the Daily Mail. All right. So we have the statement from police here as well. Okay. You said, Rabbit, go to the interview. I will in a minute. I'm kind of pressed on time, but I'll definitely check it out here in a little bit. Let me read this part and then we will go and see that part because I got to find the video too. I don't think so, Annie. I don't think so. I think her mom was really looking for her. And I mean, you would think that all these like cameras, you would kind of see this. You'd have to see this. Something ain't right about the situation. Definitely. So it says Halifax Regional Police, this is what they wrote. All right. Sudden death not suspicious. A sudden death that occurred on October 19th in Halifax has been determined not to be suspicious. At approximately 9:30 p.m., officers responded to a sudden death, in the Walmart located, and they put the address there, of a 19-year-old woman who was the employee of the store, was located deceased in a large walk-in oven belonging to the store's bakery department. The police investigation determined that the death is not suspicious and there's no evidence of foul play. Okay, investigators met with the family to share this update and extended condolences. Our thoughts remain with them at this difficult time. The family asked the public to respect their privacy and dignity. Okay, so this is what they put out there. Now, Chico did mention the video, and I'm going to see if I can, because it's been a minute. I think it's been like a couple weeks since we did a video on this. Let's see if I can find it. 19. Yep, it was literally I think I found it. Hold up. And this was we talked about this. Hold up. Let's see if we can go to the here it is. Okay. See if we could play that part. I'm on Drop Chico's channel as well, please, and thank you. Hopefully Chico will look into this as well. Thank you, Pika. Hold up, y'all. Let me show you guys. So this is a walk-in oven, okay? Oh shit, why am I clicking it on the StreamYard, y'all? Sorry. Hold up, let me hit.
Show you. See that?
Oh my God.
Look, I just cut both sides. I just cut both sides. They're not self-shutting. You could even say you swing it open too hard when you get something out of the oven. Let's see what happens. I'm going to show you the emergency button.
Oh my God.
Pops the door open.
So did this oven not have a emergency button? Is that what we're saying?
The door open. My opinion, there's no way she did that.
No fucking, there's no. All right, sorry. I'm over here cussing. So, I mean, they ruled in no foul play. I don't know what to say about this. You guys, what do you guys think? What do you guys make of it? They're all the same. So how I don't understand how. Listen, I don't have the footage, so I don't know. What do you make of that? What do you make of that? You say she passed out, she was unable to respond. That's what a lot of people were saying, Nancy, but I'm not really sure. If I, and like I said, we just don't know. We don't know. It's a mystery. I just don't get it. You guys, it's very suspicious. Well, what do you guys think? Like, but they said no foul play. So accident or self-inflicted? Okay, look at this. Shout out to Christina. Christina says, I was locked into a freezer when I was 15 years old at Burger King and it happened, but I thought these days it would just have safety measures in place. That's, that's scary. So with the freezer and you were 15, like there was no way to get out, right? There's no emergency. I mean, all of these walk-in freezers and ovens, they should be having some, like I'm surprised that anybody would I'm surprised nobody would create something. You'd think that there'd be plenty of lawsuits out there to demonstrate this. Let me see. Maybe hold on. Walk-in freezer lawsuits. There's got to be something out there. Like Kanika Jenkins, here, that's the other one that this reminded us of. So a prominent example of a walk-in freezer lawsuit is in the case of Kanika Jenkins, 19-year-old who was found dead in a hotel walk-in freezer in Chicago. And that in itself was a whole thing right there. It just is. Who died in an Arby's freezer? Like people do die in freezers and here's a woman, Texas, died in a frozen Arby's freezer. A lot of this does happen, guys. It's just like maybe we don't hear about it, but there are lawsuits out there that this does happen. Okay. And they had been working at the Walmart, Jenny, if I understand, like for like 2 years already. They've been working there. Walk-in freezer and fridges break all the time, and depending how they fix it, safety, but somebody got to keep up with it. Typically stuff like this, they keep up like every 6 months or something. I don't know, Betty. What do you guys think? Okay, before we go into Shyne, so I was watching Shawn Atwood yesterday, y'all, and I meant to talk about this yesterday, but there was too much going on. I was really tired, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I am really tired personally. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm really tired of Chris Toad. Chris Toad and the Kim Porter book. All right, y'all tell me in the chat, do you guys believe this Kim Porter book? Are we still on this Kim Porter book? Do you guys believe the Kim Porter book? Let me know. Some of you guys might believe it, but I'm tired of hearing Chris Todd and like literally the audacity, the way that he talked about this damn book, the way that he goes about it, like it is, I don't know. You don't. Ain't no book. Oh my God, you guys. Yesterday, and I don't know if Shawn Atwood put this on private. I say this because, I noticed that he might, let's see, hold up. Let's see. They might be reviewing the book. They might be live because I know that they do this. Hold up. Let me see. I saw it. Yeah. Oh, it's right here. Let's talk about this book right here. Shout out to
Good morning.
Shout out to Shawn Atwood. I want to go over here. So he's just so adamant about this damn book. He wrote it. He didn't write it, but it's his legal right to talk about it. I just can't with this guy, yo.
He's got the stoic silence. Okay, I'm the chatty boy.
Yes, I don't know.
I had to wait till other people came to me, and then I finally met the final piece that just made sense, and now it's official.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the whole house of cards down.
So Chris Toad is going after Courtney, and I guess when he said this, I was like, "What you mean?" The man is mad. He's been cut off this deal. Chris Turd, we called him Chris Turd. Listen, I don't know the guy. I'm sure that he's a really nice. You said I hate this man. So did he? Okay, Gordon, did he finally admit that it's his book? Like finally? By the way, did you guys hit the like button? Please hit the like button. Please and thank you. I didn't even ask you guys to hit the like. Well, the song did. Hit the like, hit the like. Drop the rabbits in the chat. Hit the like. Hit the like. Okay. Okay, look at Layla's like, I hate this man. And he ain't right. Okay. Okay, Gordon, he finally admitted that it's his book, that he wrote the whole thing, but he's still confusing people. He keeps saying that it's Kim's words. It's Kim's last words, but the man ain't never met Kim. He's never met Kim. You said, I'm still mad about him pretending to be black to target black audiences. See, that's the worst. That was the worst of the worst. I think that's what pissed off a lot of people. Because if he would have just written the book, and he knows that he wouldn't have been able to. I cannot. Yeah, remember that part. So I guess Rabbit, to me, hold up. About the sunglasses. So he puts his sunglasses on. It was so weird. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold up. It was just so awkward and weird. There's something very off about him. No joke, and not like in a bad way. Well, hell, not in a good way either. There is something very off about Chris Todd. I don't know what it is. Thank you, Chico, for being a member for 23 months. Thank you, love. It says, hit that like. Don't be a hater. Thank you. It's bad for your health. Aw, thank you, Chico. Oh my God, it's almost 2 years, Chico. Shout out to Chico. Thank you, love. Is anybody surprised? This so weird. And I'm trying to be very like nice. I don't know. So are all these people fraudulent? Have you guys have been like fraudulently doing the most?
Okay. And I want to just reiterate the possibility of what we call like time holes in these sort of cases where characters appear out of nowhere and we all start spending a lot of time trying to figure out why tiny little points they're saying don't add up, taking up a lot of collective research time across.
Okay, hold up. I'm trying to
get about, I didn't get my book. That's up to, I'm not involved in that. He's supposed to take that down, and I think he did. If he had put it up a little bit, I wasn't part of that. He's not supposed to. And so there's a back and forth because, you know, our time for our Amazon money is now, it's here. So this is now, that's why I have legal counsel and consultants and representatives.
Okay, so just to confirm, the website is still up and nothing's been taken down. All right, let's continue.
Wow. I'm sorry. I don't know. So is the book real, fake? What are their connections to Kim Porter? I think that this is all bullshit. It's been bullshit from day one on all ends, including Ariel. I'm sorry. Her approach, there's something just not sitting well in all ends. And then now they're saying that Jaguar Wright has a page of the book. Like she got the front cover of it or the back cover or the fuck is wrong? And the thing is, it's like if you wrote the book, you can tell people whether she has a copy of the book or not, or a front cover or back page. This shit don't make any fucking sense whatsoever. None of this makes sense. And guys, sit back and analyze the timelines of how these people. Ooh, I'm like spitting everywhere. Hold up, y'all. Let me clean my face. Too much to say. Sorry about that. Hey, Donna, thank you. I'm like, I got to get everything that I have to say out. Look, there is, in my opinion, what's the word that I want to use? Sit back and analyze the timelines of what people are saying here. I'm spitting out facts. I'm spitting, girl. I'm spitting. And Donna, thank you so much for the 999 newbie lover your podcast. Thank you, love. Shout out to you. Shout out to Donna. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, literally spitting facts. No, like honestly, guys, look, I want to believe everything that people are saying. Honestly, I do. But discernment is key. Sit back and just figure out who's saying what, why they're saying the things that they're saying, and does the timeline line up with all that's being said? You know what I mean? Like, are they saying, like, if he's saying he's got the book and then there's an edited version, Courtney's got the real book, but he's got the fake book, and one of them is more PG, and then you got all these other characters that are coming out and saying, oh, listen, I have a page of the book. So how did how did this Venn diagram, and I hate math, but honestly, you're going to have to do a Venn diagram to figure out how one overlaps with the other one, and what do you have evidence wise, DMs, screenshots, nothing, in my opinion, that, like, you want to show what's actual. And I mean, like, right now, anybody can do anything with AI. But how do you show any connections? A Venn diagram would do that for you. But the timelines just don't make sense. Yeah, and how many people were given a piece of this book that now we know Chris Toad wrote at this point? Because this shit don't make sense. And you guys, I believe that the industry is shitty. I believe it because I talk about it. And I've seen shit when we talk about it and you do your investigations, and like you're not telling me something I don't already know. We know that the industry is trash. But sit back and analyze the information that they give you. And just because they're lying to you or they're misrepresenting it doesn't necessarily make them a bad person. It makes them an opportunist. It makes them somebody who's willfully trying to sway you. It makes them a great car salesman. Like, they would sell you a Pinto and tell you it's a Lamborghini type of situation. Shout out to Little Pinto. But that's being truthful. Like, sit back and review what they're saying. That's all I'm going to say about that. You said Chris, Courtney, and Ariel shouldn't get any more airtime, period. Yeah, they like that camera and they're getting paid. And what did Chris Todd say in this interview that stood out to me was about TMZ. They called TMZ. They called TMZ to meet them at the courthouse. Who's got TMZ's number if it's not Ariel? Because I don't think it's Courtney. Let's be real. Who's got the connect? She does. She knows where to go and she knows what to call. This is the money game. This is the clout game. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time believing that anybody's heart is in the right place. You can call TMZ. Hell, you can pay TMZ to give you promo and follow you and drop some shit on you. Ask the Kardashians. Always sus. And Didi just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, love. Put some hearts in the chat for Didi. Thank you, love. Shout out to Didi. Thank you. Put some hearts in the chat. That's all it is, And like I said, what I like about Sean Atwood's platform is at the very least he's talking to people, and people always tell on themselves. They tell on themselves. You guys, they're always telling on themselves. Chris Todd, as well as everybody else, I just don't believe anything that they say, even if they got pulled for the grand jury. And the only reason why they got pulled is because a man went live and talked about the fact that he had tapes of some sorts. So yeah, they're going to pull your shit, and as they should. And if somebody else says they got tapes and it includes kitty corn, they should be pulled too, period. Like, how dare you work around the situation? I don't want to be a snitch. I don't want to be a snitch. We're beyond that. This is real. Anyways, I'm just so done with these people. I really am. I'm over it. I'm over them. And for the people that message me and say, Rabbit, you need to give Chris a chance. Let him tell his story on your platform. No, he's gone to gazillion other platforms where he spewed his bullshit. And for me, I would hold his feet to the fire and I wouldn't just let him spew his bullshit here. And I just don't think he can handle. Like, his energy don't even feel right to me. they don't feel right. Some people's energy is weird, you guys. The energy doesn't even feel right. What I'm gonna say about that? Yeah. I don't know about all that, but it is what it is. Yeah, and that's why I said I like that Shyne is having them talk, because it's like great to analyze what they say, but something about their energy, you know? All right, let's talk about our favorite politician. All right. Night Trap's like, yes, I would. Yes, I would. He would be upset. I would, because I have so much shit to say. And by the way, another creator that I think is really good is Too Strong, who's been eating Courtney up too. Shout out to Too Strong as well. Let's talk about our favorite politician. Y'all ready? Let's talk about Shyne, which I haven't watched it yet, but it drops today. It might be on Hulu now. Okay. Might be on Hulu now. Shyne has said, you know what? I almost spit at Diddy at one point when he went to visit me at Rykers. That's what he said. Okay. Shyne is doing a tour for his docuseries. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's doing it. He's like, I want to tell the people what happened to me. You don't get Hulu in the UK? Oh, so I might have to do a review. Should we do a review on it? It's supposed to be a story. So again, and this is, I haven't watched it. I am gonna watch it so we could talk about it. I might watch it today and then talk about it tonight. We'll do that. So in a recent interview with the Breakfast Club, which by the way I thought was owned by Diddy, maybe I'm wrong. Somebody correct me in the chat. I thought the Breakfast Club was owned by Diddy. So Shyne opened up about the infamous 1999 shooting at the New York nightclub, which led to his 9-year prison sentence. During the interview, he recalls an intense moment with Diddy when he visited him in the prison, saying that he spit in his face, likely because he felt like he was the fall guy, a sentiment he later expressed after the incident. The former Bad Boy artist also reveals that he's considered suing Diddy. Have I accepted money from Diddy for the people of Belize? Yes, I have. Was I there when Diddy got the key to the city? Yes, I was. Have I shared the stage with Diddy? Yes, I have. But people don't know. Oh my God. Shyne, you are a great fucking politician. Let me just say this, Shyne. Shyne, you are a wonderful. You really good, Shyne. You really good. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say that. So now he's considering suing Diddy. Okay. Politics and music in the music industry, they kind of go like it's kind of the same. Y'all realize that, right? They're just as crooked as one and the other. You can't. They're crazy, but it's the same. Politics and the music industry, they're very well aligned with each other. They're all dancing with some devil. Let me hit play.
Like I said, I'm focused on Belize. I'm focused on becoming the next prime minister of Belize. He came to see me once, and I think I tried to spit in his face.
Okay.
In Rikers Island. So
that's probably why he didn't come back here.
I didn't want him to come back. I didn't even want him to come see me. I didn't even know he was coming to see me. They just brought me down in the lawyer's office, and
So you did an angry bit.
My life was destroyed, devastated, and I was figuring out how to continue living, buried alive. And I didn't want anything to do with him. And yeah, there was a lot of hurt and a lot of pain in that. But I wasn't just sitting there. I'm angry. I sat there. I got into my spirituality, got into my Judaism. I did the deal with Def Jam,
$3 million.
Couple $1 million. And, continued living every day together.
Have you ever thought about suing any of the lawyers?
Oh, here we go.
I thought about suing Diddy. Like I said, I'm focused on Belize. I'm focused on becoming the next prime minister of Belize. He came to see me once, and I think.
All right. What do y'all think? He's thinking about suing Diddy. You said he hasn't paid Natanya the money? I don't know what to say. Shyne, we don't give a shit. Ooh, you took the money from Diddy to be a fall guy, but now you want empathy and sympathy for real. Well, I mean, it's a line. You know what I mean? Politics and the music industry, they go hand in hand. There you go. Thank you. Celebs, politicians, police, Scientology, the LAPD, all these people are doing the most. They go in hand. That's why I sit here and I side-eye Shyne, who's like, people have said, I'm not going to kick a man that's been through it and he served his time. Yeah, he served his time, but there's still something very dark about what has happened. Something don't sound right. Can you blame Shyne for the things that he's done, for what he's accepted, and then come back and then act like, he was also a victim? And to a certain degree, maybe he was. But it's weird to see you breaking bread with the devil. Like, literally, there are pictures out there. He was there when he got the key to the city. He was okay with Diddy fixing his image, even though he knew how much of a piece of shit Diddy is. That's what I'm saying. So if he's now saying all of this in 99 2000, then okay, but now it's weird. You said he's a paid victim. He got paid too. It's a weird thing. You said Diddy probably made him the promise to help him get into politics and get him and his country financially if he took the fall. A complicit victim. Thank you. It's called Stockholm syndrome, right? Like, sometimes you stay in situations knowing that you probably shouldn't be there, but you're there, Thank you, Revolt. Thank you for saying this. Breakfast Club used to have a cooperation with Revolt. No more. So they broke ties with Revolt. That's what it was. Because I remember that Revolt somehow had like a contract with the Breakfast Club. That's why I was like, I thought Diddy had hands in this. I don't know. He was 19 when all of this happened. He did spend a good part of his life in his 20s behind bars. But what is concerning about this is knowing that you were dealing with the devil. It's weird. I don't know. I can't even put it to words. Yeah, I'm gonna review the Shyne doc. I gotta watch it. I haven't watched it. I gotta pay for my Hulu. I haven't paid. I'm like, I have so many between Hulu, Netflix, HBO Max. I got too many damn subscriptions that I'm like, sometimes I don't pay for membership unless I absolutely am waiting for something to drop. So I gotta pay for that membership and reactivate it. Too many. They're too damn expensive too. You said, why would Diddy ever be respected enough to fix someone's image? Yeah. I'm lost by the fact that people looked up to Diddy with such regard. He always been a garbage clout chaser. Well, and don't forget, I'm glad that you're saying this. Let me see if I can go back a little bit. I'm going to see if I can find, what was his name? Funk Flex. Here it is. Is this it right here? Yeah. Shyne, Funk Flex says that he's going to expose Shyne. All right. And this is what he said. I did this little video. I want to say 3 weeks ago. Okay. Listen to this shit right here. Okay. This is what, what's his name? Shyne said. Money for the people of Belize from Diddy.
Let us not lose sight of what the cold hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on, and for the better interest of Belize, because he was in a position at that time to give scholarships and to maybe invest. I would not deny attempting to bring the investment to Belize and to.
So listen, I don't know. So he would not deny bringing the investment. So then here is Funk Flex saying the things that he's saying about Diddy. Hold up.
Trends has been bothering me, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Shyne, I love you, bro, and I know what you've been through. No, I don't, but you're a liar. You're a stone cold faced liar, Shyne.
Oh my God.
First of all, you remember when D-Rock had to beat you up at that studio because you were feeling yourself? You lucky you signed the Bad Boy, because if you did not sign the Bad Boy and you signed the Def Jam or anywhere else, they were gonna pound you out like the day they beat you up at that studio. Shyne, you can't lie with me around, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something else, Shyne. If you hated Puff so much when he got the key to the city, You were in the trailer, you sucker. You're a sucker. I can't stand you. You got.
Wait a minute. When he got the key to the city, this key right here, this one? Shyne, were you behind the scenes on this? Listen. Okay. I want to repeat that part where Flex just said what he said. Hold up. He said what?
Sucker. You're a sucker. I can't stand you. You got no guts. You went to jail because you took out your gun because you were scared to get punched in the face by some dudes that you knew that were your people that you jerked. You jerked them because you assigned to them first, Shyne. Shyne, you assigned to those dudes first. I am going to expose you, Shyne, because you're a liar. You could fool your country on who you are. You ain't fooling me. You had 10 record deals because you sound like the Notorious B.I.G. and you died. Everybody wanted to spit in your face back then, Shyne, including me. Because you sounded like Biggie and you was capitalizing off yourself. Don Pooh, I apologize. I know I said I wasn't going.
Yeah, he did sound like Biggie. I mean, that's no lie. So yeah, you said, yeah, it's amazing. You said when he got the key to the city, Diddy was still being protected. You still couldn't stand up to Diddy. That's true, Rem. That was around the time that he was trying to like fix his image and everything. I mean, you even had Time Magazine do a whole expose on Diddy. So people are kind of like wondering, like, what the hell? Like, how do you make of this to be in a situation like this? Thank you. It's amazing that some people will give up their character dignity and ultimately their souls to come up. Well, here's the question. All right, let me ask you guys a question. If Shyne, all right, and maybe I'm not in a situation like this, so I wouldn't understand, okay? But in my opinion, I don't think Shyne would have come out and said anything if Diddy was still like, where he's at, where he was. I don't think so. I don't think he would. I think people waited for him to be locked up in order to move accordingly, right? So Shyne would have never said anything. Give me one sec, y'all. That's my thought on that. Would he have spoken out if they hadn't locked him up? I don't know. It's a question that I have. But I think Flex here, that's a good point. Flex, why are you defending Diddy? Flex, why are you a defender of Diddy? Flex, why are you a defender of Diddy? What's your point here? What's your agenda? Why are you defending Diddy? Because it seems to me that the people that are standing up either know something or there's something else behind it. And I have to question Flex too as well. So I guess we'll see. I think that nobody's any better in this situation whatsoever. Something is up. Something is up. And you know what's crazy is that I don't think everything's been exposed quite yet when it comes to Diddy. It'll happen, but it hasn't happened yet. Not yet. That's what I got to say about that. Okay, guys. I have to head out. I got to work on a couple videos. I'm going to be doing that. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments on all the topics that we covered because we covered a lot. I do apologize. We had one screen go down, so I have to fix this screen and then I got to fix other stuff. But shout out to you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about everything that we talked about. I will see you guys on the next one. All right. You guys have a great one. And there's no exit music because like I said, I'm fixing my music. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hit the like button. Bye, guys.